guys, what's up? And my first tutorial wasn't very good, so I'm going to redo it, and hopefully I can explain things a little bit better this time, help you get everything set up, and just make it overall easier for you. So in this first video, I'm just going to be showing you how to set up Eclipse, how to get it, how to do everything you need to do to get it actually set up. So we're going to go to Chrome or whatever browser you want to use. You're going to want to type in, make a new window, and you're going to want to type in eclipse Helios. Go to the first one that comes up. Download Helios. Eclipse IED for Java developers. It's going to automatically pop up Windows if you're on a Windows. Just download whichever one you have. I'm going to download it for Mac because that's what I have. And I already have it, so I'm actually going to skip the download step. I can if you really want me to. I mean, I can go back and re-download it and stuff, but I don't see how that's going to help you. I'll put the link in the description if you guys can't find it. Okay, so now that we have this, we're going to go to Eclipse. If you're on a Mac, that'll be Finder, Downloads, Eclipse, Install, blah, 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 blah. It'll go to Applications. Go look for Eclipse. Such as an E, so it's got to be around here somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Where is it? Eclipse. Run it. It'll start up, and it'll prompt you with something about a workspace. Now you can set it up to whatever you want. I just left it to the default because it's easier that way. But you'll see what I mean in a second. Basically, the workspace is just where it saves everything. So it's like your documents in Word, except they just call it a workspace. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry, I have a bit of cold. See, it says workspace. You can save it really wherever you want, but just click OK. That's what I did. It'll start up, and you will get to the full screen here in a second. My computer, if you've been on our server, you've noticed that I have half a gig of RAM on my computer, so this is going to be pretty slow. I'm sorry. This is why I don't normally record full screen. I'll just draw boxes while I wait. If you like my background, leave a comment. I think it looks pretty cool. And loading workbench. I'm sorry this is taking so long, guys. The first thing you need to do when you're using Eclipse is natively, it does not have line numbers. So, for you guys on Windows, you would go File, Preferences, or whatever it is. But for this one, for Macs, we're going to go to Preferences just under Eclipse. This will be the same for you Windows guys. Double click on General, go to Editors. Hold on, I have to cough. Sorry, I got a really bad cold. Go to Text Editors, and you'll see where it says Show Line Numbers. Guess what that does? I know. Shows line numbers. Click Apply, then OK. Then come over to your Package Explorer. Click New Java Project. This is going to create a file for you to put all your classes into. So, we'll name our class Tutorial, as in the other one. Hit Finish or Enter. It'll create the file. And then we double click on that. Go to SRC. Right click on that. Wait for my slow computer. New class. We're going to name this Meow for Brandon if he's watching. And now that we have our class, it should pop up over here in a second what the default thing is. Okay, so I'm not going to explain this right now. Actually, you know what, I will. So, Eclipse automatically does this when you first start it. It will always, whenever you start it, it will always write this. Public. This means that this means anything within this package can access this class. So, say for instance, we created another one called dogs. Dogs, if we had anything in here, could access any methods inside of this class. However, if we've changed it to private, then it could not access everything in here. However, we shouldn't do that because it's our first class, and why would you want your first class private? You'll see it tells you an idea over here, and it says you would only want it public. So you go over, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Public, rename it public, and the little red indicator will go away. That's another thing I want to talk about. So Eclipse, actually I'll finish with this, and then I'll go back to that. So, just get rid of that. I don't need this class. 1 second. Okay. So, you'll see where it says class. All this does is basically tell Java what type of file this is. So, it just says this is a class file. A class file is just something that contains methods. It tells Java what to do. That's all a class file does. So, that's how we'll set it up. And, yeah, I really need some water. That'd be smart. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I got some water. And you'll see where it says meow. Meow is the class name. As you saw in dogs, probably, it says dogs there. All it is a class name. Eclipse also highlights anything that is a keyword in purple. So these two would be considered keywords, class and public. So anything that's telling Java what to do is considered a keyword, and Eclipse highlights it in purple, so it's easier for you to read. Over here, these are curly brackets, which are just used to open anything, open any arguments, anything in Java. And so, now I wanted to talk about those red X's. So let's say, for instance, we did this. You'll see it has this red X over here. It says syntax error on token PUBI, public expected. So if you go over here, kind of forget what you do. You do something. Well, actually, there is no autocorrect the way I have it set up right now. So, yeah. Anyways, so it just says public expected. So you go over and you change it to public, and it disappears. There you go. Okay. This is the end of your first tutorial. And in the next one, I'll be covering how to actually make things in Java. But in this one, I just wanted to help you guys get it all set up and have everything working before I tried to go over and show you how to actually make anything. Okay, I'll see you guys in a few minutes.